What's going on, my beautiful people from YouTube, guys? I'm really pumped to be with you all. I am doing things a little bit differently today. Can you hear that? Did you guys hear that? I got a stinking rooster. Crazy, crazy stuff. But um, all par for the course. It's just how these things work. So let me check. Oh, nice. Look at that. We got some people on the stream. I don't even know how many people are in here, but we got some cool stuff to talk about. And obviously, I am super prepared while I come up with links and other things to share with you guys. But I want to keep this simple. I want to keep it basic. And then, yes, you can hear the rooster in the background. That's a normal occurrence. We'll see if the dog decides to jump up on me a little bit later as well, because she's hanging out here in the back as well. But we got cool stuff to talk about. Let's do Helium 5G, what's going on in that sense, because there's a bunch of stuff happening with the Helium network that you guys should be aware of. Good morning, Ramrod. Oh, I'm using StreamYard, guys. That's the other thing I completely forgot. So, like, when you say, good morning, now I can actually go and put it on the screen, and everybody can see that you said good morning. So this should make it a little bit more fun. Tori, this is not a Cadena campfire. I am so sorry. This is better than a Cadena, campfire, because let's go ahead and do giveaways while we're at it. And I'm a newbie here as far as getting these things to look good. So the giveaway, let's do 100,000 mobile. There we go. And I can do save. Now I can put it on the screen. So giveaway is going to be 100,000 mobile tokens, and we're going to keep this fun. We're going to keep it exciting, and the goal here is to provide you guys with information about what's going on with Helium. And there's an opportunity that's about to take place. What time is it? 10:33. It's about to take place in less than 30 minutes, and I want you guys to be aware of. But let me make sure that you guys aren't bothered by the crazy soundtrack in the background. I'm going to lower this thing, and now we can talk. Now we can go over to Helium. Let's see if my screen sharing is going to work right. I got to show you guys my setup someday with all the screens and everything I have around me. It's pretty crazy, but it works out really well. So this is Helium, and a couple of things I want to make sure you guys are aware of. Yes, the transition to Solana did take place, so make sure you go in that app and you start claiming your tokens, even though some people are complaining that there aren't that many tokens to be claimed. But here it is. Take a look at this. So we got mining, we got staking, and we got using. We know that the use isn't very much right now, but there is a staking news that you guys should be aware of. If you stake until tomorrow, you're getting 3x on your stake. And to quote Gary Gensler, I'm not talking about the one you eat. I'm talking about locking up your tokens. It's actually a really good move on their part to make sure that they keep the price higher. So if you stake, essentially it won't be sold off, which means it's going to help things long term. For everybody that tells me that I am a negative Nancy when it comes to Helium, no, I'm just a realist and I don't like to lose money. So the things that I tell you guys might upset some people, but that's okay. I'm not in this to make people happy. Actually, I am. I do love making people happy. But when it comes to criticism, as far as like I'm too critical of things, that's okay. Because I am the type of person that's willing to say, hey, I was wrong when I am wrong. So I have no problem going back and apologizing, saying I'm sorry if I was incorrect about something, but I'll give you guys the real deal, the real story. What's going on, guys? Good morning, Caesar. Good morning, Crypto Roller, Yonix. We got some good people in the house. So we'll do that giveaway for sure. And we'll set it up as a we'll do it on down below as far as comments go, not on the chat, just so that I can do a comment picker, make life a little easier. And again, I'm still trying to get a grasp of all of you, figure out where you guys stand as far as Helium is concerned. So where do you stand? Are you still thinking that this is the future? Because personally, I think IoT is the future. Do I think Helium is the future? And as far as IoT, not necessarily, but I do see a good upside potential here for Helium 5G. And just like the IoT network, it's not a matter of will it be profitable? It's how can I be profitable? Because man, we made a lot of money with Helium if you got your stuff in early enough. And that's what I want you guys to remember. It's a matter of when do you come to the game. Joe Brown, I don't get a disclaim. Oh, All right, that's a great question, Joe, and I'll make this part of it. So Joe's asking a quick question here. He asked, and I'll put my main screen back up. I don't get it. I just claimed 10,000 in IoT. What's that? So what Helium did is they separated the tokens. Now there is three tokens. We have the IoT, the mobile, and the H&T token. What you have to do is, sell those tokens if you want to get H&T, because you're not earning agency directly anymore. And that is all through your, I want to call it Helium wallet, but if we are going to be, real about what's really happening, that Helium wallet is a Solana wallet. So every time you're dealing with any kind of claiming, you're paying Solana transaction fees. And that's something you want to be aware of. You don't want to be claiming this thing every 5 minutes. Like it just doesn't make sense to go that route. But oh, some people still can't claim them. That's a bummer. Yeah, so you wanna make sure you're claiming them every once in a while so you don't lose out. Let me see. I did love Helium, but messed up so many times. Robert. I understand. I feel the same way sometimes, but it's tough. It's tough, right? It's the type of thing that you want to make sure you get in at the right time, but you also exit at the right time. And exiting doesn't mean a full exit for myself. For example, right now, what I'm doing is that I got helium miners still running. I'm not going to take them down just because it doesn't make sense for me to take those things down. It's still earning. The barely uses any electricity, and some of them I don't pay any electricity. They're just hanging out in some people's places, and it's fine. I don't have a problem running them, but you do want to make sure that you're cashing out. And I say this all the time. There's no wrong time to take profits, but there is a better time to take profits. When you're hitting those all-time highs, that's when you want to start, collecting. But the same way that people talk about dollar cost averaging into something, you can also dollar cost average out of something. And, helium is a perfect example of that. Um, Now, we'll talk about some cool stuff today. I gotta pull up. Man, I got so much going on that I want to share that I'm looking at the time like, man, am I going to be able to get it in this amount of time? That's good. That's good. That's exactly what we want. Um, I got a sponsor today, guys. This is kind of crazy. Got a sponsorship which is unique. And it's again the sponsorship. The way I'm doing any sponsorships on the channel, sure, maybe it benefits me. I might get financially compensated for something. Um, if you don't get something out of the deal as well, it's not flying. It's not going to work for me. So this is one of those. I want to make sure that you guys understand that the goal here is to provide value, not only for you, for me, for everyone. It's got to be a win-win all around, and that's part of what I'm doing here. So, like I was saying before, we got the agency token. I'm going to put it on screen so you guys can understand it a little bit better. And I just heard something disconnect from my machine. Everything's still running. Everything's still running. Here we go. Sharing. So this is the agency token, right? And we can go back. This is CoinMarketCap, and if you're new to crypto, decently amazing website for you to get to know some information about what's going on in the markets. But this is the agency token, and we saw that big old high over $50 here, and this was 11/13/2021. And here we are, a year and a half later, sitting at less than $2. Fantastic, right? Fantastic. Gotta love it. Um, and let's take a look at this. Look at that. This the fully diluted market cap for, and I'm curious if this number is going to be right. That $400 million right there. Let me go over to the next one. This is the Helium mobile token. It's up 13.9%, and it's climbing. And this is just today. Let me go 7 days. All right. So we're finally seeing some volume, and there's not a lot of history here. If we click all, you still get the same chart because they started tracking this Helium mobile token on April 20th. That's right, 420. That's what's going on. And it's a matter of making sure that does this thing move high, low, whatever it is. Like we just want to make sure that we're staying profitable. And I keep saying 5G is the way to go right now. IoT, let's pull that up. So Helium IoT is also being tracked on CoinMarketCap, and I want you guys to see this. Ooh, we just took a little nosedive right there. I mean, it's barely noticeable, but it's still happening. So profits are going down with IoT. And this is just today. Let me go a little bit further. Yeah, it took a little bit of a dip right there. But the difference that I'm seeing, and again, this is only being tracked since 424. there is a lot more volatility when it comes to the Helium IoT tokens versus the mobile tokens. So that should give something away that this is, not this, but this is somewhat more reliable because it's newer. Even though, and then we'll scroll up, the diluted market cap is only 78 million 700, and the other one is $362 million. So IoT has a higher diluted market cap, but Helium Mobile tokens are doing better as far as stability is concerned. Let me take a look at what you guys are saying. I want to make sure I don't miss anything here. Wallet should give you a little bit of start. That's right. I bought a remote 5G miner, Yonex. That's awesome. You got a remote 5G miner. That's the way to go too. And I want to make sure you guys understand that part of things. There is a way for you guys to be able to mine these tokens regardless of where you are. Yes, 5G is in the US right now, but you can still participate. You can still get yourself a miner, just like Yonex was just talking about. It's a good move if you're able to make that happen because it helps to get those things sooner rather than later. And again, it's all about timing, all about timing. And I want to make sure you guys don't miss this one. I'm actually looking for my link while I talk about this. And while I bring this up, let me see here. Um, yeah, buddy, this works. Fantastic. I got a link that I want to share with you guys because I do want to share that. But I'll tell you who is the sponsor today. I got a sweet, sweet sponsor, and I'm going to put their website up here just for a second and tell you about them. This is it, NFT Talent. These guys are serious. And if you guys know what Tallinn is, it's a freaking incredible city in Europe. Over in Estonia, it's their tech hub for Europe. Basically, is what it is, and they're hosting NFT Talent. Yes, it's NFT, but it's got a bunch of stuff happening there as well. And if you guys use Action CEO, you got a 30% discount off your tickets. If you're a student, and I can't stress this enough, if you're a student, tickets are like $50. You you gotta go. It's dirt cheap, and they want to encourage people to learn more about what's happening in Web3. And I don't know how else to say this. Like, if you're not going, you're a student, you got an ID that you can get a super cheap ticket for. Like, you're missing out. You're making bad decisions in life. And I'll stand by that. Is that financial advice? Absolutely. You better be making good decisions in your life if you want to, be set up for success long term. But I digress. I just want to make sure I share that with you guys because NFT talent is pretty stinking awesome, and I want to make sure you guys don't miss that opportunity. But I'm gonna put a quick link here for you guys, and I am building the link as we speak. Um, Here is what's launching. We got some 5G things coming out that you all should know about, and it's kind of a big deal. I don't want you to miss this one because it's about to launch, and I got the website up, I got everything. Oh, look at this. This is like right on time. And I'm gonna share my screen and tell you guys all about this. So here's Moken. I told you guys about them before. And if you guys use moken.action.ceo, I think there's a discount. Still trying to sort that out. You guys get a discount. I get some kind of rewards as well for utilizing my link, but they're doing it right. Um, it's not a matter of, oh, it's too expensive. Oh, it's too cheap. And I've told you guys about this before. What Moken did, they created a marketplace. This means that anyone can jump on here and put up their, um, devices up for sale. So only 10 units available. That stinks. All right. You know how let's make this fun. I just did this little banner here before. I said I was going to give 100,000 mobile tokens. That's going to be the giveaway. Um, I'll make it 200,000 mobile tokens if y'all can crash the site. And we get enough people going to that link right there. Oh man, if we're not having fun, what's the point of it, right? So if y'all crash the site, we get enough people checking this thing out. I'll double it and I'll make it 200,000 mobile tokens. Um, I was gonna say how about them apples, but I don't think I can say that with a straight face. So I won't. So just moving screens around, guys. I'm a noob at this, right? I don't really know what I'm doing. Um, Y'all probably laugh if you saw all the gear that's like in front of me, but Let me explain a little bit what I was saying about this because it is a marketplace, and yes, 200, $2,500. This seems like a lot. Well, here's what I was telling you guys. It's a marketplace, which means that there are deployers. So all these people here, they're people launching things on the Moken platform. And we'll just pick one real quick. Actually, I did have one here. Like, here's an example. So this lady here put up a little video. So she hosts 5G hotspots on her properties. Look at that. But they also deploy their own. So this is Helium Deploy, and they're deploying in a few different places. They're Florida, California, New Jersey, and Las Vegas. Now let's talk about the why, because the why they're putting these things in these places is really important. Really, really important. It's how concentrated are these areas, and that matters a lot. So the more people utilizing the network, the better, right? And yes, coverage points. If you look at down, yeah, yeah, you should be able to see this. This is coverage points. They're going to be more expensive. The more coverage points, the better your rewards are going to be. But for now, something you should be looking at are also the average earnings. And I just see this. Okay, so this is actually a good deal right here. So it's $3,000, 3,000 coverage points, but the earnings are also really stinking good. So just comparing this one right here, so you guys can get an understanding how this thing works. Look at that. This has way more coverage points. So 12,000 coverage points for $5,000. It looks like a better option. However, shoot, like if I can get my earnings in early and I can earn this much every single day, this is a win. Again, platform is super sweet in the sense that they do. All right, did y'all lose me? What happened? What's going on, man? I'm telling you, internet in Southern California is the worst. But here it is. This is what I was talking about. This hotspot area here as an example, just so you guys understand. Um, let's see if I can click on it. Not letting me click on it. Fantastic. Well, that's what happens when you have crappy internet because you live in the middle of the woods with chickens and everything else. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, no, it's a good time. I gotta say, I do love where I live. I'm never gonna complain about where I live. This place is incredible, except for taxes and everything else that comes along with it, like the high cost of electricity. So I can't be running all the miners that I actually want to run, but we deal with what we got. But this is there we go. I was able to get it up. So when you go in it, and this actually is available right now, it gives you a radius. I lived in Jersey for 6 years. I can tell you that Trenton, this is a really decent location for, people to actually use that cell. So, like, this would be one of the ones that I would buy myself. And again, this is right from Helium Deploy, and it's not on the website, but Helium Deploy and Moken, yeah, it's all one thing. These guys put the marketplace together, so that's what's happened. So yeah, I mean, JJ, I hear you as far as solar goes. I'm in Southern California, like I was saying, and I have solar. I have 32 panels right now. I'm actually looking at expanding to even more panels. Otherwise, I'd be screwed. Did I go to State College of Jersey or whatever they renamed it? Now, oh, we're going into Q&A session right here. Did I? No. I didn't go to well, I did go to college. I dropped out of college, dude, early on. So I dropped out of college when I was, 17? No, 18. I think I had turned 18 by the time that I dropped out of college. But I went to Jersey to work for GE Healthcare. I actually left college because I knew I could get a job without college, a better job than anybody had there. So I clearly just, like, said, "Peace, I'm out. I'm gonna go to college in Jersey." Not college, but I'm gonna go to work for a Fortune 500 company in Jersey because college was just dumb. I wasn't learning anything. And now I'm a stay-at-home dad. I'm totally joking, guys. I love being a stay-at-home dad. Like, kind of stay-at-home dad. Like I'm working all day, but I get to be home. I get to live in the here at the compound with the chickens and everything else that I got going on. That's the story. That's what's going on. But Yeah, I mean, the reason I decided to do a quick live stream, and I'll be honest with you all, is that I recorded a video about all of this, and I put it in this little guy right here, and it's got no sound. So that was that. No video, just a live stream. But it's good because now I get to actually have a conversation with you guys, have a exchange, and figure out what it is that you guys want to know more about. Because I've said this before, I really try my hardest to not talk about something unless I know like 100 times more than what I'm talking about. Like I usually share about 10%, let's say. I share about 10% of what I know because it's usually too much information that I give out. So the goal is to, first understand what's actually going on, understand how things work so that I'm going to mute be super loud in your ears. Not a content creator. That's the way I have to look at it. That's the reason why I ask people to subscribe to the channel is not so that I can be, have the ultra ego to say, guys, I know what I'm talking about and this is all about me. Quite the opposite. The reason why I do this is because I love helping people learn. This is hilarious. Sorry, I was going to share this, but um, Sir Doge, for the coin, literally, dude followed me on Twitter. Now I'm getting even more posts from him. It's good stuff. But I was bringing up something else and that distracted me. This is what happens with live streams. Am I active on the Helium Discord? Am I active on the Helium Discord? No, I'm not active on the Helium Discord. I do jump on there all the time, but I don't interact. I've gotten a lot of backlash for asking questions, so I am quiet most of the time. I cannot you know, say that I do or don't have an alt account that I might ask questions about. Yeah. So, Anthony, it is not $25,000. That's a thing that a lot of people kinda miss. That's the money if you wanna buy it outright. So that's why you gotta take a look at what's the reward, right? Like, please, guys, if you think something is not worth it, don't buy it. And that's the thing. Like, it's not a matter of shilling. It's a matter of providing value, right? Like, I want to do everything that I can to give you guys information. And if you don't want to do it, please don't. Don't ever take something that I say as financial advice. Again, I give you guys valuable information, educational information with a little bit of entertaining while I roast people here, but it's just a matter of people talk about doing your own research all the time, and it's so true. And it's not because I want you all to not hold me accountable for things. Like, I hold myself accountable way more than most people do, but it's because I want you guys to learn, grow, and understand what's actually going on. So, do your own math on things, figure out what's worth it and what's not. That's the idea behind this. So let me take a look, at some of the questions here so that I can cover what you guys are talking about. You going to Miami? Man, should I there's some stuff happening right now that I have to stay home as much as possible right now, and it's gotten a little busy. Um, that's why I'm not at the conference at Consensus right now or any of these other conferences, why I'm hanging out here and, well, hanging out with you guys. That's what I'm talking about. Now Oh, History Bear. Now, you this is actually really, really good. Let me show this. So, there are many projects that I want to get involved with, but I don't have the funds to get into them. I understand you don't have the funds to get into them, but sometimes it's not even about getting in, the the projects with a financial incentive and just buying into stuff. Like, sometimes it's a matter of tracking things and understanding the tech because that's how I went from Helium to Crank, and I've been, doing this Crank thing for months now, and the reason I got into Crank was not because I had a bunch of money to dish out. Quite the opposite. That is not where I was with it. It was, "This is cool tech. I understand how it works. I understand the shortcomings of Helium IoT, and I wanna make sure that I see how other people are doing it." And that gives you the opportunity there. It gives you the opportunity to learn about things that are coming out before things launch. So being aware and keen on what's happening does have huge benefits there. Um mean, that's it. History bear, that's you got it, dude. You got it. Ooh, cool, 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 cool. Let me see. Um, alright, I live in the country, and I'm looking into 5G for your area. Now, here's my recommendation as 5G is concerned. Please my dog, she's sleeping. No, she's dreaming now. Yeah, that's a dream. Um, Tekken, please do me a favor, consider the, utilization around your area because these 5G, hotspots are cool. These 5G radios are kinda great if you can get it into a dense enough population that will utilize the hotspot. Otherwise, you are not going to get your money back the way you should. So that's my, honest recommendation there. It's pretty important. Alright, just I'm gonna put this up on screen just one more time just so you guys know. 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Like I said, I'm gonna switch the giveaway from 100 to 200,000 tokens. Um, and Moken, uh, actually, let's see. I wanna see if this link actually works too, because that's we tried it. No? No? Or is it just my internet? Can y'all let me know if it works? Like, give me a thumbs up or say, "Hey, it works." On the chat because, it doesn't seem to be working for me. Alright, and I'm gonna keep this open so you guys can do it there. Now, this is the art of content creation. I'm gonna grab a screenshot off of this thing here. Look, just save the screenshot, dump it into Twitter. Um, I just do get into um, Helium 5G mining, get into Helium 5G mining from anywhere in the world, and I put my link and I hit tweet, and now it's gone, and people might click on my link. That's all that took. You gotta think quick on your feet. Sweet, Remrod, I appreciate it. There's no chat on mobile. What do you mean there's no chat on mobile? There's definitely chat on mobile, you just gotta be able to click on the right thing. That's what it is. Now, I am curious if these guys will, here as I put it up on whoops, too many things. Here. So that's that, and I'll put doubling my 100 giveaway if you all crash the site. This is gonna be funny. Now, I'm hoping this oh, there it is. We got 10 units. Hasn't crashed. Hasn't crashed. Still up. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. So it's 100, guys. Sorry, sorry. It's just 100. All right, people can get into, mobile by swapping it. Yep, that's true. Jacob, this is a great point right here. You are dead on. Um, It all depends on location and where you're situated and how your setup is. Um, Again, the reason I say it's not financial advice and I wanna actually explain to you guys how things work is because if you do it right, you can make money. It's still a good opportunity out there. So you can still make this happen. It's just a matter of finding the right opportunities and, kinda seizing them as as the time comes. If you have a good location, yeah, by all means, get yourself, a miner and place it where it will work. And that's important too. Like, you just can't, say that, "Oh, yeah, it's fine. It's gonna work, wherever I put it in. I just, plug it in and put it in my living room." Like, that's not how this works, guys. And it gets more and more and more competitive. with time. Ooh, Anthony, he's got a question for you, Jacob. This is a really good question, 4:30 or 4:36? You guys wanna nerd out, I can do this all day. But I do wanna make sure you guys know about other things, if you're interested. Any questions? Any questions, guys? I'm here, I'm open, I'm ready. Otherwise, you guys are gonna hear me talking about garbage, and you don't wanna do that. Alright, let's talk about garbage. Here we go. So I just posted this thing, and this is the weirdest approach to social media there is. So social media really, like, screws people up all the time. So what I'm doing is trying to get more than I get, and that's kinda how I think social media should be utilized is, for it to be effective and healthy thing. So whenever I'm posting on Twitter, I try to comment and share things and talk to other people and give their talk to them about what they're doing more than I talk about myself. There you go. You guys got the answers. Alright. Good, good, good. Back to helium. So, a couple of things I want you guys to be aware of. Right now, until tomorrow, you can stake HNT and get 3x the rewards. It's actually a pretty big deal. Helium is now on Solana. Like, I'm gonna break down the quick news that I think you all should know. Helium is now on Solana, so if you haven't downloaded the new Helium wallet, it's the black icon on your app store. Do that. Make sure that you got your hotspots there. The hotspots themselves are going to remain with their own app, so they stay as is, but they should be showing up inside of your mobile wallet, and you don't get tokens automatically from your hotspots. You have to claim them. Claiming those tokens is the way you're going to be able to actually cash out. The reason this happened is because they don't no longer own the blockchain. So since they are on Solana blockchains, like it's not the Helium network, it's the Solana network, and Helium is now a project on there. You're never late to the party, buddy. Suburban crypto, you're never late. It's party starts when you get here. But since they're on Solana, you have to pay transaction fees, which not fun, but the way they're getting around that is allowing you to claim your tokens whenever you want, which means that you can rack up 1,000, 2,000, however many tokens, IoT tokens, for example, you want, or mobile tokens, whatever it may be, and you won't get, charged transactional fees because they are not going to be, transacting until you click that claim button. I think that this deserves probably a video. I'm gonna do you guys a favor. I'm gonna make a few shorts explaining some of these things because I think it's gonna be beneficial for anybody that is, like, trying to do some of these things on the Helium network. It's important. I don't want you guys to lose money or forget about things. So, yeah, there is a giveaway. How did you guys hear about oh, I'm curious now. How did you find out about the giveaway? Let me do it. Show, giveaway, 100 mobile token. It was supposed to be 200, but you guys couldn't crash the Moken IO website. So yeah, it's gonna be 100. But that's what I'm doing. And all I want to know is figuring out exactly what you guys are up to as far as helium is concerned. If you guys are dead done with helium, or you still see a little bit of hope in this network. There's 8 left now. There were 10. Let's check out what process looks like. So hopefully one of you guys that use my link bought that thing, which would be super great, super super great. Um, JJ, I agree with you. I think there's a lot of junk out there and not enough quick, short things. So JJ was just saying that shorts would be helpful. It takes a long time to create a short, believe it or not. People think that shorts are easy. Shorts are easy if they're garbage. Ones that actually give you information and teach you how to do things, dude, they actually take time and effort because you're, like, rushing through things, like, "How many words can I cut out of the things I'm going to say?" So, yeah, but it's worth it, I agree, if they're good. Um, what? Suburban crypto, listen to this. So 300,000 mobile tokens if Moken crashes. I think that the best part of this is that I didn't even tell him I was gonna do this giveaway. I just decided to do it because I think that here's my take on crypto as a whole. I have no problem and I actually enjoy supporting people who work their butts off to do something right. And I've heard the complaints about, "Oh, it's too much money for a hotspot." It's a marketplace, guys. If you want a cheaper hotspot, don't buy the expensive ones, make it so that the next person putting up a hotspot lowers the prices. It's a marketplace. It's just like, Amazon or anything else like that. But I love supporting people that work hard and are trying their best to further this space. So with Moken is a perfect example. They decided to go ahead and create a marketplace that people could interact with one another. They didn't say, "Oh, yeah, let me do some crowdfunding to build something." No, no, they built something and said, "Hey, this is a platform that hopefully helps all of you." That's where, I kinda get excited about projects in crypto is the ones that are rolling up their sleeves and doing it right, and I got no problem supporting them. Wow, Anthony, that was a very interesting analogy. They treat you like mushrooms. That's hilariously put, but I can spin anything you might say. So, you mean they treat you like mushrooms, like a very rare and delicate, fungi that allows people to live longer with so many other benefits that people don't even realize? Maybe. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. So if I want, I might as well use these, wow. Alright, so Darcy T. I bought the miners, so I might as well use it and make what I can because it's better than a kick. Yeah, please. I do not condone, purchasing miners. Miners are always better, and safer route to go about. Just a reminder. Just a reminder. So, monthly fee for 5G miners. You are correct, though, and again, I'm not trying to hide buckle on any of these things, and I'll give you, I'll pull it up so you guys can see what this looks like. Oh, is it not? Right? Did somebody buy the Trenton one I was telling you guys about? Let me see, let me click purchase here. Get out, get out. Alright, and deployers. Now, let me go to Helium deploy because they are in here as one of the peoples. There, Helium deploy. So I wanna show you guys that detail there too, because I think it's important. There we go. Now it opened up. Alright, so purchase this one. Not letting me purchase this one. Fantastic. Let me go to California one, see if it allows me to do this one. Nope, doesn't let me do this one either. So, but you're right. There is a monthly thing for some of these units. Like, for example, these ones that are listed here, it says 0 monthly support, right? But some of them do have it. Um, Thanks, Darcy. I appreciate that. I really do. None of the links are working for you, History Bear. Let me try to put it in the chat. Now, when you say the links are not working for you, are you saying that my links or the Moken website links? 'Cause that would be a big difference. So keep me updated. Actually, let me make sure to look at where these are located, proximity with Google Earth, do good presentation of coverage, bring yeah, you're alright, this is perfectly put. Anthony nailed it. Location like, this is just like real estate, guys. It's location, location, location. If you have a hotspot that's in a crappy area that doesn't and that's why I was saying that this is actually like a nice, you know, look to things, and I'm gonna pull it up on screen so you can see what I'm talking about. So, like, I know Jersey pretty darn well. That's why I was saying, like, it's pretty decent. But what he's saying here is, like, take a look at the map. Take a look at what this thing actually looks like. Will it provide reasonable coverage? Trenton is one of the most densely populated areas in Jersey. So, I know exactly where this is, like, across the fridge here, you're gonna have, Philly. Sorry, this is really hard to see. I'm trying to yeah, this is a little bit hard to see, but Trenton is a really good area to have one of these hotspots at, so please make sure that you're checking these things out, and when you're picking hotspots, if you're deploying them yourself or if you're going off somewhere else to deploy them, you gotta make sure that they are in the right spot, that it makes sense, otherwise, you're not gonna make your money back, it's gonna be terrible. So, that population density is important as well, so keep that in mind. I do love that the way that they laid this thing out on the map so people can actually see where the hotspots are gonna go. That's a great, great point. Yeah, I agree. They are solid, solid people, man. They are good people over there at Moken. Um, Jacob, firing shots back at Anthony here. This is a good time. So, not necessarily true, you could break even if you got in early because we still in Genesis and don't have an end date yet. So, although I understand where Jacob is coming from, um, I think both of you guys are right. If you can get your money back quick enough, fantastic. However, this is the however piece here. You don't know when the end date's gonna be. So you don't want to gamble. What you wanna do is make sure that you're set up for success long term. You don't wanna keep moving these antennas and moving miners. You wanna set it and forget it. So if you can be sure that the location you're going for is the right one, that's a win. That's where you wanna head towards. So, yeah, Jacob, you're right. It's still in Genesis. You are correct about that, but you wanna be where you wanna be. You wanna lock down that location. Just like real estate. I mean, it's location, location, location. Where is your miner gonna go? And that's really, truly important. Um, cool. Any questions about anything else? I wanna make sure that I don't just leave and be like, "Peace out, guys." I wanna provide you guys with the type of info that I know that I've spent hours and hours and days gathering, like making sure that you don't buy a Saga phone. I'm totally joking. If you guys wanna buy Sega phone, the phone is that it's fine. It's overpriced for what it is. It's fine. It's not it's not gonna make a big difference, in things, so, yeah. Dude, I love this. I love when there's people on the chat actually making good points and talking about things that matter, so you guys are really, really on point. Anthony, Jacob, like, you guys are realist the way that I'm looking at it, right? Like, I saw Anthony was, like, hating on things before, and it's like, cool. I don't take offense to things like that. I think that it's great. I think that you need to be able to take criticism, good, bad, or whatever it is. Have I staked HNT for a DAO? Be honest, I have not staked HNT for a DAO yet, but I will because I just promised JJ that I'd be making some shorts. So that's about to take place because I want you guys to know exactly how that works. Kind of a important thing there. So would I be staking otherwise? I don't know. Good question. I don't know if I would be, but I am now because I got to show you guys how it works. Kind of a important thing. Mr. Ooey, you are the man. Where's the message to go along with that? Like the thing with like providing super chats, and like you gotta put a message on here, like, it's really, really important, and, yesterday, who was it? Joe, I'm sure you guys have heard of Joe. He gave a 20 buck super chat to Miss Teen Crypto, asking her to have his babies, and she just lost it during the live stream, like, that's where I see the value of doing super chats. It cracks people up, and you get to say whatever you want, and people usually will put it on the screen. It's awesome. Alright, so look at that, look at that. Suburban Crypto putting out alpha once again. So if you guys, have heard of Orca pools adding liquidity, I think this is a good time to do so. And that's you bring up a good point, Suburban. Here's the deal. Right now, since we're just getting out of this bear market, there's not a lot of liquidity in a lot of places. So when you add liquidity to these different places, you're gonna make out like a bank robber because you're able to get, the all that traffic that would otherwise be going elsewhere, all the traffic that uh, traffic or all that financial value, um, that is going to start getting injected into the market is now going to be adding to the value that you've provided. So it's a big deal, as you know, when it comes to providing liquidity. It does help, kinda solidify and they only do it. I got a like disclaimer. I need to create a little banner. This is yeah. I gotta create a little disclaimer banner because it's important for people to understand this thing. And I'm gonna well, please don't add liquidity to garbage. Make sure that you actually believe in the thing that you're adding liquidity to. Otherwise, you will lose your money. All right. Hopefully that worked out and it was professional enough as far as disclosures are concerned. Because I hate when people say, "Let's do this," and it's like, "Yay, we all lost our money." Um, yeah. Everyone wants to get out of the IoT and the mobile. It's you're man, yeah, here we go. Everyone wants to cash out the IoT and mobile, so I went heavy with adding liquidity. This is genius. People are very speculative as far as the triple token goes now with, AT&T, IoT, and, the mobile tokens. That's what the little tokens were on the thumbnail, if you guys got to see the thumbnail. So yeah, I mean, as people are exiting these, IoT tokens and, mobile tokens that, providing liquidity does go a long, long way. And this is kind of the play sometimes where you can make money even when things are going sideways, right? So I I don't recommend a lot of people do this, but if you're into shorting or longing, um, tokens, I do freaking love MEXC for that. Um, this is my referral link for MEXC, and um, you can do agency on that platform. But if you're longing or shorting things, that's how you make money when things are going up or down. And with futures, it's freaking incredible doing 200x leverage. And I've been doing that with BTC when we had these kind of crazy, ups and downs. I made more money than I lost, which is a good thing. But if you want to do something along those lines, if you wanna make sure that, you're making money also when things are going sideways, this thing that we're talking about here alright, I gotta show this. Um, what Suburban is talking about, when people are trying to exit of IoT and mobile tokens and go into agency, uh, he's making money because of it, which is, like, a great way of going about it. Now, I need to show this on screen because I just got a $2 thing here, that was not paid by IoT. Was it paid by AT&T? Wait, you gotta pick one. It can't be both, man. It can't be both. You can't be paying for things with IoT and, AT&T. It's gotta be one or the other. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna get roasted. As we come out of a bear market, I need to restate what I said. Do I think we're out of a bear market? No, I don't think we're out of a bear market quite yet, but things are looking up. And while we transition, it's a good way for you to capitalize on this. Was that more clear? Am I gonna continue to get roasted for the things I say, 'cause I'm totally cool with that. I'm totally cool. I actually do enjoy it when you guys come at me. Like, I think it's pretty hilarious and pretty fantastic. So you can keep it up if there's any negative comments, or just straight up roasting. I am here to be roasted, because 'cause I'm pretty sure I can come back from it either at laughing at myself or with a decent comeback. Um, yeah, like, Kevin Malone from The Office would say, "I think pretty quick on my feet." No, but in all seriousness, yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. I don't wanna make this geez, I'm gonna go an hour here. I hate these super long videos, and like, nobody ever clicks on super long videos anyway, so it needs to be sustainable with just these data. But yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Urban crypto, you're dead on. Right now, the utilization of this platform is not good enough, right? So, there's not enough money being injected into this thing. They haven't able to, close out contracts and make this thing happen the way that they should have, a long time ago. And that means that they are not generating revenue with IoT. That's the problem. Yeah, I mean, it's see, this is the level-headedness that I love when it comes to people on this channel. And alright, there's 30 of you here. I'm gonna be super honest and real with you all. Being toxic really works on the internet. If I come on and I just blast helium, or I come on and I just raise helium and end my video with rock and roll, I can get views. I can get people to click on these things and really love or hate my videos. It doesn't really matter if it's likes or dislikes. What YouTube cares about is, the how how engaged people are. I know I can do that. I think that's low. I think that's not the right way of going about doing things, and I much rather be the level-headed person that looks at both sides of the coin and says, "Hey, Suburban Crypto, you said that, it needs to be sustainable with, use of data credits." Yeah, you totally make sense. You have a point. You're weighing the pros and cons and assessing the situation. And that doesn't get the likes, that doesn't get the views that people will, look for. What will get the views is, "Here's the top altcoin for 2023. I'm gonna show you exactly how to become a millionaire in 1 month." That gets views, but it's toxic. It's not healthy, and I will, I will, I will tell you guys to go buy a hotspot on Moken. I'll tell you guys to go, sign up for MixC before I become a sellout and do that. It's not the right way of going about it, and I just refuse to do it. And I'm pretty happy, even if I stay at the current number of subs. Um, if it doesn't change, hey, c'est la vie. That's all fine. I'm okay with it. That's not a problem at all because I'd much rather be the guy that you can go back to a year, 2 years from now and say, "Oh, yeah, he didn't BS me. He told me exactly what was going on, and he didn't embellish it. He didn't lead me astray. He just kinda laid out what was going on and allowed me to make a better, more informed decision." Now with that, I was looking for that little logo thing for me to, like, do an outro. I don't even know where that went. What a bummer. I tell you, what a bummer when you can't find files. But yeah, I'm still actually finishing up the studio. I got some work to get done today. Get some things in order, set the house straight here, and, if y'all could let me know on the comments down below later on, um in addition to or how you feel about helium, what you wanna see more on the channel. And I'll say it this way, if you are watching this and you decided not to subscribe to the channel, why not? What would make you subscribe? Hopefully, I've done enough and I said enough and shared enough and give enough away where you're like, "Yeah, I'm all in. Not only am I subscribed, I got the bell for notifications, so when I post the next video, you're gonna get notified." Those shorts that I'm talking about with helium that I'm gonna do right now, um, but if you didn't, why not? Like, what is it that's missing? Do you not like my face, my voice, or what part of it could be improved? Because that's the goal, guys. It's to make things better. It's to make things, um, make things more enjoyable. Am I gonna play a guitar song for you? I mean, I wasn't planning on it. That's a Joe thing. I think Joe was the one, that plays for people, right? Um I'm actually really shy. This is right. So we got 5 minutes until this stream hits an hour. Let's go off topic and have a little fun. So I'm actually really shy. I love playing music, but I don't, you know, perform. My audience is either my kids, my wife, or my dog. That's about it. I don't usually do anything out in the open. I have in the past here and there, like on Twitter Spaces, for example, I've done, that, but it's just for funsies. It's not something that, I go out there and I'm like, "Oh, let's do this." But I do know, and I can't do some of this, um, on YouTube because there are restrictions in what you can or cannot do, like copyrighted music, for example. Um, you get demonetized, depending on what it is you're using, you get in trouble, right? And if y'all wanna hang out anytime, any of these conferences, any of these places that, events that take place, I will make sure my ultimate goal is for you to have a freaking blast. I don't care how much fun I'm having. I get super that was a yawn from my dog. I get super excited about seeing other people being happy, right? So, like, if I am at any event and I get to see one of you guys, that is my ultimate goal. Yes, Chris, I know I'm performing right now, I get that. I'm Moken is sold out. Yeah, I'm getting updates. Sold out. Boom. There there it went. So you can click a little sign up for next drop right there as well, which is a cool way of going about it as well. So thanks for the update. Now, I got a question here, and I wanna make sure I answer these personal questions before we end the stream. Serious question with being shy, how is it doing YouTube easier? Is it harder to take risks? Alright, so this is actually a really good point. I don't mind YouTube, I don't mind criticism, I don't mind trolls, and I came to that realization of not caring about what people think when I was about 17 years old, and I learned that, like, I really shouldn't care. Most people out there are beyond insecure, and they just hide it. Um, I'm not insecure anymore, like, I know who I am, I know what I stand for, and I'm super good where I'm at, but most people are insecure, and they don't, even believe in themselves, which is super sad. So that's step number 1. Do I care about trolls? No, not at all, I could care less, I think it's hilarious, I take it in and laugh at it. Now, part 2, does YouTube make it, easier? YouTube is easier because this is literally what, um, Chris just said. This is performance, right? I am very introverted by nature. However, I've learned to speak in public. I've learned to be in front of crowds, like thousands of people. I've had to do this. This is what my last job required of me was to speak, was to be in front of people and do sales. And I learned how to do it. And the best, way for me to explain this is that public speaking and being in front of a camera is not like, riding a bike. It's more like playing an instrument where the more you do it, the better at it you become. And if you don't do it, you lose it. That's the wildest part of it. If you don't do it enough, you will lose it. Um, I still get, goosebumps. I still get, I still feel my stomach kind of cringing a little bit before I hit record on the video. It still happens to this day. It's not a matter of, fearing or being worried that you're gonna say the wrong thing, you're not gonna nail it, you're not gonna do it right. It's a matter of overcoming that and just saying, "You know what? I got this." 2 things that help me. First, the practice and doing it enough. I talk to my dog throughout the day when she's hanging out here, like, just being, um, you know, just voicing out my thoughts and not keeping things to myself. But secondly, the reason I feel confident in the things that I talk about is because I am a big enough nerd in the things that I'm talking about that I can stand up for what I believe in the matter. That's why I say I only talk about a part of the things that I know, because I know a lot. I just choose to limit the conversation, otherwise you all would be bored out of your freaking minds and would not be watching this thing. That's kinda how it works. Um, yeah, love it, History Bear, love it, dude. I love it. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Mick, you missed everything. We did a giveaway. We did a giveaway. What did we do here? Let me see. Yeah. I'm totally kidding. I haven't done the giveaway yet. I will do the giveaway though, and I'm probably gonna do something. All right, so I'm gonna go do those shorts right now, and I'm gonna put in the shorts that the giveaway is in this video, so that people can come back here and instead of the chat, they can leave comments. And yeah, we'll leave it here. You guys are awesome. Like this is way more enjoyable than I thought it would be. Honestly, I was, like, freaking out this morning, it was not good. I was like, "Man, my video that I recorded doesn't have any sound." I was gonna edit, make it sound super pretty, super fun, and that just went down the drain because it just did not work. So it's always a bummer when that happens, but it's all good. It is what it is. We're human. Things happen. Things break, and that's the part of it that I would say that anybody trying to create content or trying to do something along these lines, please be ready for things to fail because things will break. Things will not work a lot of times. It's just how it happens. That's how that's how life is. Things break, things fail, and what are you going to do about it? That's all that you can do is like, all right, so do I pivot? Do I quit? Do I change? I love doing that sort of thing. Being the guy who's like, all right, let me figure it out. Putting out fires is, what I'm kind of known for. And you gotta, get pulled by the horns in a sense when you're doing streaming. So if any of you guys have thought about doing content creation, then yep, I'd love to help you. I do it way more often than most people realize. A bunch of the creators that you see out there, I've had multiple private conversations with them, giving them tips, telling them what to do, sharing info, like, hey, you can do XYZ better, you can fix this, you can do it that way. Here's a platform that I use. I should not take Kevin O'Leary's name, but even Kevin O'Leary I've connected with help with production stuff. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if I would do it to this day, but I have. But yeah, man, you guys have a fantastic blessed day. I'm going to cut it here and make sure you leave that comment so I can pick one of you guys for that mobile token giveaway. You guys are awesome. Love doing this, and I look forward to doing it more and more.